And welcome back. We're happy to be joined this morning by our fishing expert and meteorologist, Chase Ropanak, out on the lake. Chase, how are you doing out there?
I'm doing good, Michael. Good morning. It's a very nice morning out here out at Boom Lake, just in the backyard of Rylander right now. We're pretty close to home because we had to wait a while for the sun to come up to get things started out here, so figured just stay in our backyard here in Rylander out at Boom right now. And Boom Lake, as many people know here in town, but for those who live outside of Rylander, is a 365-acre lake that is connected through the Rylander flowage system that is also a part of the Wisconsin River. So, which is really neat about this lake is there is the river system that flows through it. There's some big fish because of that, because there's so much, forage and bait fish for those trophy fish like muskies, walleye, smallmouth, largemouth. They're all in here, and they all have a ton of forage as this is connected to Wisconsin River. It gets really narrow, but goes all the way up. It connects to the Rainbow flowage, which is just north here in Rylander. So some really cool facts about this lake is it was actually built by a dam in 1882, and that was to make a holding pond for the logs that would travel down the Wisconsin River. And those groups of logs used to be called booms, and that's how this lake got its name, Boom Lake, if you didn't know that. So pretty cool fact there. I'm actually fishing the backwaters. If you guys know what the backwaters are, it's the area east of the main lake basin, and it's a lot darker. You gonna ask a question, Michael?
Yeah, you were saying the backwaters. Now, is that over by Backwaters, the bar and grill on like 47, or am I
No,
just
that's
totally
actually upriver. That's, you know what? No, that's actually completely the other way. I'm by the jailhouse. That's where I dropped in at. Yeah, that's what I've heard. This area is called backwaters back here, and or maybe it's called the dark waters. It's a lot darker water. I might be wrong, so I'll have to have someone correct me on that. It's much darker water back here.
It's well, you're fishing out there, Chase, this morning. Are you fishing for muskies specifically, or is there a different type of fish you're going for?
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going for muskies right now. There's a few muskies that have been, it's September. The muskies are pushing shallow right now, and we're getting ahead on fall, so I want to make sure I can fish for these fish shallow before it gets a little too cold. We got some crazy temperatures in the forecast coming up, as Devin knows, so we got to make sure we get on these fish before they move back out to the deep this winter. But it's going to be fun tonight and today. This morning is a good setup before this front comes through. I'm really excited to fish all day today.
I just can't help but observe just how still the water is right now, too. And is that a little bit of steam?
Very calm morning right now. Yeah, there's definitely some steam and some fog rising off the water right now just ahead of me. It's such a cool view right now, and a very light breeze out in the middle. This is my favorite time of the year. I mean, I can't get enough of this view, and the sun's not even above the trees yet. You see the Rylander Water Tower. Pretty cool scenery out here for this morning, and just about every morning is like this in the Northwoods when you got good weather, right? It's absolutely beautiful. So
you are correct.
Other than that, you were asking about the bait I was throwing, Michael,
yes,
right?
I was going to be asking about the bait. So walk me through it. I know you've got just a plethora of baits, but what's this one?
Oh, yeah. This one is called a flaptail. It's a topwater bait. It looks pretty weird, right? It just looks like a big, rectangular piece of wood, but this little metal thing on the back helps it make noise at the end. And for subtle, calm mornings like this, you just slowly creep this thing on the top of the water, and you'll catch big fish. And it is a musky lure, but I caught like a 4-pound smallmouth with this thing the other day on the river. So it doesn't just catch muskies, it catches big bass too, but that's not what I'm trying to use it for. Trying to catch some big muskie on this thing right now.
My goodness.
So,
all right, Chase.
Other than that,
now it's, we are into the fall, and I'm curious to see. Well, we're kind of into the fall. What's the biggest fish that you've caught all season? Because you've been going every day almost.
So I think it was the first one I caught this year, and I think it was earlier mid-June. That one that I actually didn't get to measure. I'm saying roughly around 43 inches, because it flopped out of my hands before I could get a picture of it with Jake. But yeah, I've seen plenty of bigger fish. and I've had opportunities at bigger fish. I should have caught one that was in the low to mid 40s. I'd say the beginning of August, but that job didn't go as planned. and yeah, you know, that's the story of a fisherman's life. You know, there's always those big ones that you miss, but the season is not over yet, Michael. I still got plenty of time, and it is the best time of the year to put a big fish in the net. So
Jason,
that's what I'm excited for.
I'm out there with every cast you're tossed in this morning. It's neat to kind of like feel like you're part of the fishing experience. And, you know, you certainly know a lot more than I do when it comes to throwing a line out there. So it's like, you know, kind of getting a tutorial about how to do it the right way.
Well, there's no wrong way to really musky fish. There's so many different lures out there that you can use. There's bucktails, topwater, big giant rubber, or you can even use smaller crankbaits as well. You know, there's just so many, and you got to know when to apply them. You know, what time of the year, what area are you fishing in the lake, and the baits are more like tools that you have. So I just got to know which tool to use to fix the problem, you know. It's pretty tough to figure it out sometimes, but when you do, it's very rewarding.
Yeah, well, thanks so much for, you know, walking us through how you're fishing over there, Chase. It's a beautiful morning to be with Chase on the lake. You know, we're rooting for him to catch a big one, but we're going to have more for you right after this commercial break.